This is a quick tutorial for students in the School of Professional Development on using Google Scholar. I am Chris Kretz. I am the library liaison to your department, to your school. This is my contact information if you want to get in touch with any follow-up questions. But today we are talking about how to make better use of Google Scholar in your research process. And if you're not familiar with it, it is a subset of Google. It's a search engine designed to crawl the web for academic content. So that includes searching EDU sites, academic publishers, conference proceedings, PowerPoint presentations. You find a lot of interesting things mixed in with that. It is not a substitute for our library databases, so we will always advise you to also use the subscription databases you have access to through the library. But Google Scholar can be an important piece of how you find information and how you think about the topics and explore what you want to do. So there's two things we're going to show you: how to tie Google Scholar results to our databases so you can get more of the full text right from the Google result list, and also how to integrate it with Endnote. So if you download Endnote, you'll be able to export citations from Google Scholar right to there. So let's start with talking about our databases. And this is without doing anything. Let me just show you, do a search for student engagement. And again, this is without doing any of the setup we're going to do. You will link to some full text just from the free Google Scholar, some PDFs. Sometimes researchers will upload their own papers to different sites, so it's sort of a mixed bag. So what you want to do to connect it to our databases is go to Settings. So in the upper left-hand corner, the three lines, and go down to Settings, and we are looking for the Library Links section. So it will be blank if you haven't used this before. Basically, you're searching for Stony Brook. So we will come up, make sure you check off the box next to Stony Brook University, full text at Stony Brook, hit save. And now when we see that student engagement search, you'll see additional links showing up that will say full text at Stony Brook. And what those links will do is perform a search into our databases and see if that article that came up on Google Scholar is anywhere in our licensed database. We have over 400 that it might be in. So what just happened is it did a search, it came up, it landed us in our search catalog with the entry for that article. And then we're going to look for a link that says either download PDF, or we could view the whole issue of this journal's where this article was published. So this is the best case scenario. The link takes you right there. You click on it. If you're off campus, you'll be asked for your NetID and password. And then we get right to the page. And this is then that article that we can download. If you ever run into problems, sometimes the linking doesn't work. There's a lot of vendors and systems involved. So if you ever run into trouble, get in touch with us. We can help you troubleshoot that. That is using Google Scholar for the databases, but we also want to connect it so that we can export, say we wanted that citation in our Endnote software. So if you're not familiar with it yet, Endnote is a software program that you can download for free through Stony Brook as a student. You would download it on the computer that you use for your research. So I'm on a laptop right now, and I've got it installed. So I see this little EN icon, and this is what the program looks like when you open it up. It is soon to be updated, but this is version 9. So to connect this to, once you have it downloaded, to connect Google Scholar to your Endnote, go back to that settings area. So clicking on settings, and on this very first page, we're going to scroll to the bottom, and there's a section that says Bibliography Manager. That's what Endnote is, and we're going to click Show Links to import citations into. Now there's a number of different managers you might have, so we have Endnote. We're going to click that, and we're going to say Save. And now we're back to our same search, but we are now seeing under the results an import into Endnote option. So I've got Endnote opened on this desktop. When I click on that link under the Google Scholar result, I will get this pop up that it's downloading that file that Endnote is going to latch onto. And usually it'll pop right open. If it doesn't, just go to where the file downloaded and say open, and then you'll see it come into your EndNote library, and then you can manipulate it, move it around into your groups however you want to work with it once you're in there. So those are two things you can use Google Scholar for, connected to the library, connecting it to our databases so that you get some of these full text links, and connecting it to EndNotes that you can then import these citations into your EndNote software. If you have any questions, get in touch. But for now, good luck with the research.